Welcome to the Windows and Computer channel, and this is a few suggestions that I would give Microsoft as we're going forward, and we don't exactly know what's going to happen on June 24th, what is going to be announced. The simplest thing would be, here's Windows 10 next generation, which would be Windows 10 continued but with Sun Valley updates, and there's going to be big changes in the UI and everything. To, who knows, a completely new version of Windows. One of the things that is interesting here is that moving forward, there are things that Microsoft can help change. One changed already is that, we went from 2 big updates a year to 1 big and 1 small. Already that is a little better than what we had before, because 2 big updates, I think, is way too much for everybody. And I think they understood that because that's why they backed off the 2 big updates. Not counting the fact that probably was putting a lot of strain on the developers there, trying to find, what do we do next. The other thing that they should rethink is, so we have, Patch Tuesday updates. That's important. It has to be done, and every operating system has updates for security every month. Perfect. Bug fixing updates, yes, they are required when there are things not working right. It's nice to have updates that fix things, but I think they should really, starting with the next update, decide, what? Let's just do 1 update a year, and that's it. Not even a smaller update in between. 1 update per year. This is where every operating system is. This is where Android is, 1 update a year. This is where Mac is, 1 update a year. Most Linux distros are about a yearly update to a new version. It's kind of a standard 1 year. Every year you get a new version, you get something new, something different. But we've got to stop treating Windows as something that you need to update all the time. Windows is different in the way that the operating system is designed and used than a lot of other devices we have. And in the nature of the fact that 80% probably, if not more, of all Windows 10 computers are running enterprise, the more updates you get, the more annoying everybody is, and that's pretty much it. Even the consumer doesn't want to have all of these updates. The other things that's interesting, so we have new designs for icons and stuff like that, and it's okay. I mean, there is a need to modernize the operating system from time to time to kind of give it a fresh coat of paint and make things a little better. But one of the things that, as a tech guy, I've noticed over the years is how people get easily frustrated and lost when you completely change something. When a menu is different, when things are different than they were before, you get to a point where a lot of people are in the mode of, I'm lost and I don't know how to do things anymore. And it shouldn't be like that. You could make things better and more clean and more beautiful, but you don't necessarily need to do that in a way that everybody doesn't understand what to do anymore. And that's very important because as a tech guy, and consumers easily get lost with even subtle changes in the menus and the operating system. Sincerely, one of the major things they need to activate and have working well from the next version of Windows is those Windows packs of feature packs that they've started to push out. So when you go to your updates, there are all sorts of updates. So one of them is Windows Feature Experience Pack, something like that it's called. I don't know if they're in update history here, but some of the things that show up here, let's check other updates, is the Windows Feature Experience Pack. I don't know if I have one here. We got one. Update for Windows Feature Experience Pack. Here's one. This has the power of updating your system and changing things without having to reinstall a full Windows. You know, one of the biggest problems right now of a big change in the operating system user interface is that you have to reinstall a new copy of Windows. That's why there's big feature updates. They need to learn to use this feature experience pack for that and have us deliver new features, changes, but without us always having to reinstall a big copy of Windows. Because even though the majority of people have a good upgrade to it, it is still a big affair. It's a dangerous path. Always wanting us to have complete reinstalls of Windows, you know, yeah, can turn bad sometimes. And there have been examples of that. So maybe if they could use the Windows Feature Experience Pack more so that they can deliver us updates to the user interface, to the settings, to apps. Already apps, a lot of apps will get their own updates through the Microsoft Store. But there needs to be a change in all of this because I think clearly Windows 10 over the 6 years of existence now has shown us one thing. 2 updates a year is not something people want. And there's a way to deliver and make things better from what it is now. Although it's better with the fact that now we have a smaller update in between. And actually now we're lucky we got 2 small updates in a row. So these are a few suggestions that I think need to be addressed. And I think Microsoft needs to look at what people really want and stop pushing things that they think is cool, but in reality, people just don't. You know, new features. How many new features are deprecated? Look at Timeline. Look at so many things that never made it or has disappeared over time. Because why? Because they understand that, you know what? There's no interest in there. Regular folks don't really go and look at the new features. You know, that's a fact. So hopefully, you know, even though, yes, it's fun to have kind of, you know, better looking Windows and stuff like that. I kind of like the feel when they change the feel of Windows. But they have to understand that they have to respect what the users also want. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.